and a piece of paper, because you're going to get a whole bunch of information tonight, and you're going to want to write down any questions that pop into your mind so we can make sure that we get those answered for you. I was introduced to this just a little bit ago, just like all of you, and I am so excited that you're here tonight. You're going to get a bunch of information from a man that not only walks the walk and talks the talk, but helps those along the way as well. And that is Mr. Chuck Hansen. So without any further ado, I'd like to bring Chuck up, let him explain to you what we've got going on here, and you're going to be as excited as we are. Chuck, welcome to the call.
Ruth, thank you very much for the introduction, and welcome everybody to the call. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody. And since you're watching this or listening to this, you might just be searching for a new direction, maybe a way to make more money, perhaps even a career change. Whatever the reason, we're glad you're here, and we want to thank you for allowing us to share the vision of World Global Network. So, like Ruth said, make sure you've got a pen and a paper. I'm going to give you some websites to look at, and we're going to go through a very quick presentation. But before we do, and before we get started, I do want to recognize a couple of people that are just doing a fantastic job. I mean, and you're going to hear about, a great company here and the products that they have. Mauricio in Houston, Texas is just doing a fabulous job. Alka and Gail down in McAllen, Texas are doing an incredible job. Chris Mendez over in San Antonio. Paul Semick up in Dallas and Jack Presnell. I mean, I could go on and on and on talking about, all the people that are committed to changing their life. And that's what this call is all about, folks. I mean, it's, yes, you're going to hear about a company, you're going to hear about some great products, but it's all about you. And if you're one of the millions of people that have been involved in the home-based business, direct sales industry, and it hasn't turned out like you expected, it's not your fault. Perhaps you just didn't know what to look for. So let me give you my checklist, right? These are the things that I look for in a company. And I want you to, as we go through things, I want you to, kind of check things off, right? The Ben Franklin checklist, right? The company must have a unique product or product line, and you're going to see some incredible products here. The product should be consumable. And you're going to see that we have an incredible line of consumable products, not products that you're going to eat, but products that you're going to consume and use, and that'll be beneficial to you using them. And the marketplace should be global. I mean, if you're looking at an opportunity, that marketplace in today's economy, everything is global, so the market should be global. And that's exactly what you're going to see with World Global Network. The company has to have a stable leadership and financial backing. And I can't emphasize this enough, folks, that the leadership of the company has got to be on target. They have to know what they're doing, and they have to have the deep pockets, right? The money that is necessary for them to implement and execute everything that we need to have executed. And then last but not least, before we finish up here, is a compensation plan, right? It's got to put money in your pocket immediately, and you're going to see this as we go through part of the compensation plan here this evening. And last but not least, like I said, the startup cost. It should be affordable. It should be able to be afforded by everybody, to give everybody that opportunity. The acid test that I use to rate an opportunity is simple. Would anybody buy the product or service if it were not for the opportunity? And if you're looking at companies where you say, well, no, I don't think so, my suggestion is to just run. It's a waste of time. What you're going to hear about over the next 20 minutes is about a rock-solid global company that have products that people are buying with or without the opportunity. What I like to refer to as internal and external consumption. If you're ready to improve your life, then I'd like you to take a few notes as we go through things, and let me explain why we feel World Global Network is the right decision. Before we begin, let me tell you a little bit about my story. I've been involved in the direct sales industry now for almost 3 decades, 27 years. I can't hardly believe it. Owned an advertising agency for 16 years prior to that. But I fell in love with this residual income. And folks, that's what I fell in love with. I love doing something once and getting paid on it forever. I built organizations of over 400,000 people twice in my career, only to see those companies disappear on me. And that was a devastation, in my life. I've made over $15 million in this industry, and it's given me the freedom and the flexibility to do what I want, when I want, and with whom I want. And I've worked at home for the last almost 3 decades, 27 years, worked right out of the house. So it's been just a godsend. So, we all know people, that have made fortunes being at the right place at the right time. In fact, I'm living proof. I'm one of those people. We've heard story after story of that happening, always wishing that person that they were talking about was you, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's now your turn. World Global Network can provide that opportunity for you. It's time for everyone to start telling that story about you. Let me share a few facts about World Global Network and why we feel so strongly about this becoming a reality for everybody. What I'm going to go through is a quick presentation. This World Global Network is not a startup. And you might say, well, why is that relevant? Why does that make any difference to me? Well, 98% of all startup businesses fail in the first 24 months. Bad business model, inexperience, underfunded, as many other reasons. So, World Global Network is a worldwide company operating in over 100 countries with over 300,000 distributors who share their products and services around the globe. So, folks, we're talking about something that is already gigantic. They're part of a company called World Assurance Group, and you're going to see the corporate structure here in just a second, but you can look at worldassuranceGroup.com or worldglobalgroup.com and be able to look at a whole lot more information. So this is the holding company. There is World Global Group and World Global Assets, and then another company that they own called CellAd, and we're going to talk a little bit about that as we move forward. World Global Network over here, as you see, and under the World Global Group companies, World Global Money that you guys will hear about shortly, World Global Cards, and of course Power Clouds. If you haven't been to Power Clouds, you need to go to that website and take a look at powerclouds.com. So our offices, again, here's a company operational in over 100 countries with over 300,000 distributors, now with 6 offices, with a new office now just being built in Miami, Florida. And there's our new office in Miami, Florida, which will be the global headquarters for World Global Network. So very fortunate to have a company that's 3 years old just now coming to the North American market. And folks, what that does, it's all about timing, right? I mean, here we've got an incredible company just now coming into the North American market, and very few people, I'm telling you, very few people know about this company. When I was first introduced, and when Antonio Alvarez and myself were first introduced to World Global Network, we couldn't hardly believe it. We said there's no way that there's a company 3 years old doing the kind of volume that they're doing with 6 people already in the top 150 income earners in the industry that we don't know about. And, lo and behold, here it is, and here's where we've landed. So what we're gonna go and talk about is, some of the things that they're involved in. The Singapore Business Federation, they're now a pending member of the Direct Sellers Association. And if you don't know the DSA, you can go and look at DSA.org and look at that organization. We're be one of the 200 companies in the DSA. And we were talking about leadership. Forbes magazine says that 85% of a company's success is based on the leadership of the company. And Mr. Fabio Galdi, the CEO and president, again, born in 1972, young guy, very smart guy, created the second largest ISP in Italy and the fifth largest in Europe. And you can see his accolades here and his resume of things that he's done. What's most impressive, though, is what he's done in the network marketing industry and how he has received, the top 5 emerging CEOs in the network marketing industry in 2012. Again, top 10 CEOs in the network marketing. This is from Business from Home. And of course, the Alexa ranking. This is the service that provides all the information as to rankings, right? And 8th most visited network marketing website in the world. So, folks, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of traffic. World Global Network's mission is to change people's lives through a revolutionary business opportunity in the direct sales industry and developing innovative ideas that improve the quality of life, inspire the change. And that's a great thing that they're doing. But more importantly, they've got a big heart. If you go to worldforpeople.org, you can see the organization that they started a couple of years ago and all the things that they're doing for people around the globe, providing clean water and schools and education and all kinds of things. But do go visit that website. It's incredible what they've put together in a very, very short period of time. So, like I said, World is coming to North America. Here we are in September, middle of September. We're talking about pre-launch, and for everybody on this call, be aware that if you're already registered with World Global Network, that you're going to be getting an email about a corporate conference call that's coming up with Mr. Fabio Caldi. That will be giving everybody updates and the date for the pre-launch meeting that's going to take place in Miami, Florida. So here we are. We went into the WIP phase of the company, the World Important People phase, right? August and September, where we've given 2,000 people basically the opportunity to get registered. We're not taking anybody's money, right? But you can get registered by getting a voucher, a $49 voucher from the person that invited you on to this presentation, and hear and then get your website and be able to do the same thing for your team of people. October and November, December, we're going to be opening up throughout the U.S. We'll be doing a tour through the U.S. And then in December, the big event in Dubai. Over 7,000 people will be in Dubai. And if you've never been to Dubai, you definitely will want to go. So incredible place. December the 2nd through the 6th in Dubai. We'll be announcing a contest where you'll be able to win the ability to go to that Dubai meeting. So let me tell you, well, before I do that, let me bring Ruth back on. I want her to tell you, a magnificent woman and an incredible builder. She's just been doing an incredible job doing things all over the country and all over all over North America. Ruth, would you come back on for a couple of minutes and share with everybody your story? You've got an amazing story, and they definitely need to hear from somebody other than me, especially a woman.
Well, thank you, Chuck, and thank you for the opportunity. I owe literally my life to this industry. We all face challenges in life. That is part of life. That's what makes you grow. That's what pushes you to do better. And everybody's challenges are just as important to them. And mine hit me pretty hard, all within a span of 3 years. My mother was killed by a drunk driver. My oldest daughter fell off a swing and had a massive head injury and was in a coma for 2 months. And then 2 years later, my youngest daughter at the age of 5 was diagnosed with cancer. And on top of that, my boss said, we can't hold your job for you. And I vowed at that moment in time with both my kids in Children's Hospital in Seattle that I would never, ever, ever, ever let anybody dictate to me whether I could feed my kids and keep a roof over their head or not. And I turned to network marketing full time. I have not looked back. Network marketing has given me a plethora of money. I live completely debt-free, completely. No house payment, no car payments. We travel, we pay cash, we have fun. I have the ability to travel in private jets. And let me tell you guys, what's really great about network marketing is nobody can determine how high you can go, ever. And anybody can do it. I am nobody special. Do I have a college degree? Yes, but I don't use it. I grew up on a farm getting my hands dirty every single day. I grew up riding a horse. I am your typical person that grows up anywhere. Just because I grew up on a farm and not in inner city. Guys, network marketing has the ability to reach out to all of you. And I haven't seen an opportunity. I told Chuck, I have not been this excited about an opportunity in over 10 years. And with this compensation plan, I've never made $1 million in 1 month. I'll do it with this one. And maybe if you can't dream that big right now, set your sights on $1,000 a month. And if you can do that, and you can do 10,000. If you can do 10,000, you can do 100,000, and so on and so forth. So please pay attention to what Chuck's sharing. Like I said, I'm so excited. This is 24/7 for me, and I know it is for a lot of other people. We understand what we have our hands on. If you don't understand it, that's okay. Grab on to the person that invited you to this call and say, I'm going with you. You're not getting rid of me. And just pay attention, do what they do, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And welcome to World Global Network if you so choose. And Chuck, again, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much for sharing all of that, and you are a treasure. So, hey guys, I want to get right into the products, and we're in the pre-launch phase of the development of the company. So, not everything is finished. Again, pre-launch. We're going to get into the pre-launch officially here at the end of September, early October, and then a lot more details. And Fabio is going to come on and, like I said, do that conference call in the next few days. And give everybody a lot more details. So I'm going to run through the products very quickly. Like I said, there's the international markets and the products that they have in that market, in those markets, and then the North American products. But World Global Network is involved in mobile and wearable technology. They manufacture their own tablets and smartphones, as well as all their electronics, right? So with their team of engineers and designers that they have in Italy, and then the manufacturing facility in China. So, if you think about, looking at the World Phone here and the World Phone 4U right here, this is a product that will be coming specifically into the North American market, and this is our tablet. But World Phone 4U, just an incredible product. If you think about a Lamborghini, right? I mean, something that is sexy, right? And I had this phone into Best Buy not too long ago, and I drew a crowd of people, all the techies around there, opening it up, looking at, dual SIM card, and looking at how thin it was, and how can I get one of these? And they said, well, what's the price? And I said, well, it's $360. And they go, you're kidding. How do we get one, right? I mean, compared to any other phone, it's a fraction of the price. So it will allow you to call over 100 countries for one flat fee of $45. So an incredible product line in the technology. We're also into mobile advertising. We're into video and VoIP communications, and then another product into renewable energy, and you're going to hear a little bit about that. But AdCoin, that company that I said we're going to talk about, CellAd, well, this is their product. That CellAd is a company that is owned by the parent company, the holding company, and this is this is an application called AdCoin that is can be put on all Android phones, which allows advertising to come up. Now, you think, well, I don't know if I want advertising on my phone. It's going to pay you. Every time you see an ad, it'll pay you. Every time people in your organization see an ad, it'll pay you, right? And so it'll pay lots and lots of money. Right now, we're delivering over 6 million impressions a month, and the product is being very well received in Europe and Russia. So just now coming to the States. The Power Clouds product is something that I fell in love with, and you'll fall in love with it too. It's renewable energy. It has to do with solar farms, not putting solar panels on your house, but solar farms around the globe. So you can go to powerclouds.com and take a look at everything. It's just an incredible mission that they're on. The space product and the space concept, these products are all coming and going to be announced in Dubai, but I'm going to go through some of it. And the first is a whole unified communication experience. You're going to have the ability to handle everything that you want to do right from your smartphone or from your computer. Mail service, contact list, calendars, task organizers, document storage, video email, video postcards, webinars, and the list goes on and on and on. A whole array of tools that will be available. You can go to space.works and take a look at the beginning of that website. Again, you'll be able to present, share, collaborate, do everything that you want all on one platform without having to go anywhere else. The space computer, I don't even know what to say here, guys. I mean, everything is becoming miniaturized. Now, this looks pretty large, but it is, think about a computer that is 1 inch, right? 1 inch square, maybe 3/4 of an inch deep, and that is your whole computer. That is it, right? Everything is cloud-based, and if you haven't seen the promo video for the space computer, it's absolutely crazy. This is a product that there'll be 5,000 of. There'll be 5,000 of these products that will be available, and it'll be announced at the convention in Dubai. So you're going to definitely want to be one of the people, and I'll tell you exactly how you're going to be one of the people that'll have the opportunity to be one of those people that own one of the first 5,000 space computers. How do you view it? Through your glasses, obviously, right? You're looking at a monitor in midair in space. That'll be 40 inches. And 40 inches, that'll expand to 400-inch monitor for watching movies, football games, whatever, right? Just an amazing product and light years ahead of anything that's out in the marketplace. And, a lot of people say, well, how in the world could you guys compete with the likes of Sony and Samsung and so on and so forth? We're no different than they are. This is a huge company with manufacturing capabilities, but we've got a secret weapon. Our secret weapon is going to be having millions of people on the street doing demos. And there's no amount of advertising that they can do to even possibly catch us. So we're going to be the first company out there with a product like this. And the only place that a person will be able to get it is through a World Global Network affiliate. So, incredible product. Like I said, there'll be 5,000 of those available when we hit Dubai. Now, for all of the people that would like to be one of the first 5,000, you're going to be able to do that by getting pre-registered and then purchasing one of the packages that I'm going to talk about here in just a second. What I want to do is just kind of walk you through the beginning. I'm not going to do a whole entire training on the compensation plan. We've already kind of gone through some of this. We're involved in 5 trends: mobile technology, mobile advertising, video and VoIP communications, renewable energy in the direct sales industry, right? A debt-free company in business for now 3 years, over 300,000 distributors in over 100 countries. And again, one of the 200 companies in the DSA. what I want to talk to you about is, a compensation plan. You've got to have a compensation plan that pays you quickly and pays you ongoingly, right? And like I said, I don't want to go into a very deep explanation, but I'm going to give you the highlights of this plan. And, the problem with compensation plans, like I've always said, are the compensation plans themselves. Most companies design a compensation plan with breakage, right? So that they tout that they're paying out this incredible amount of percentages, but in reality, they pay much, much less. We've all seen some of these gotchas, right, in compensation plans, decreasing percentages, legs to balance. We hear about that all the time. Percentages paid on lesser leg volume, matrices. They all talk about spillover and all of those things. That's a myth. Binaries, that's been the sweetheart plan for a long time. Until people start to realize that it's not what the company pays out, it's what they pay you. And that's exactly what we have here, folks. We've got an incredible, revolutionary wealth plan that is going to pay you 3 to 4 times more money than any plan you've ever been associated with or ever worked. And it's going to pay you because of the matching bonuses and the coded bonus. There's been more millionaires created as a result of a coded bonus plan than any other plan on the planet. And this plan is very, very unique, right? You can earn up to a 10% fast start bonus on your first 2 people. You can earn up to a 100% matching bonus on your first 2 people, and up to a 50% matching bonus not only on your personals, but all of their personally sponsored people. And a 20% coded bonus on not only the packages that are purchased, and we've got 3 packages to get started, but also on the monthly subscription. Listen, 20% coded bonus, and folks, that is gigantic. Let me tell you a little bit about the Business Builder package. You can get started, like I said earlier, for $49. Right now, we're not taking anybody's money, but you can get a voucher, what we call a WIP voucher, that is worth $49 to be signed up for free, and you'll be getting a starter kit for that $49, as well as your back office and replicated websites and so on and so forth. Now we've got 3 basic packages where you can start: $300, $600, and $1,200. Now you can either choose to start at purchase one of those packages and or earn yourself into one of those packages. For example, you could earn this Power Master package by going out and producing 2,400 in personal business volume in a calendar month. And our plan is called the Infinity Expansion Plan. The Infinity Expansion Plan, just an absolutely incredible compensation model. But guys, like I said, I'm not going to go into a complete training. We've got that up on YouTube. We can certainly get you that link and let everybody look at the complete explanation of the training package, the training on the compensation package. But what I want to do is explain the timing of everything. Right now, we're in that leader positioning phase, right? So here's the deal. You get registered right now before pre-launch, and this is important. You get registered before pre-launch and with one of the vouchers, and then you have the opportunity to purchase the Power Master package that is normally $1,200. You can purchase that for $600. Right? Or you purchase the $600, will upgrade you to the Power Master package so that you're at the top of the code, you're at the maximum amount of money that can be earned in the compensation plan. And you also have within that Power Master package a certificate that allows you to purchase one of the first 5,000 space computers. Now, everybody's probably saying, well, what's the price of the space computer? I don't know. They haven't told us. And we had to actually find the YouTube video. I have to take my hat off to Randy Harris up in Canada, who found the YouTube video, the promo of that product on a Russian website, Russian YouTube website, and then forwarded it to me. So Randy, congratulations. Thanks for doing that. Randy's doing a great job up in Canada. But hey, folks, there's all kinds of things, and I could continue on and on and on for the next 3 hours, talking about how great this company is and all the money that everybody's going to make. But it all starts with just getting back with the person that invited you onto this call, this webinar, and getting yourself registered and getting one of those WIP vouchers and getting yourself your website and your back office and everything, and then just starting to get familiar with everything. And then stay tuned for the conference call that Mr. Fabio Galdi is going to do here in the next few days. We'll update everybody on that. And with that, why don't we call it an evening? And I appreciate everybody being here. Ruth, again, thanks for all of your help. You're always a great asset to the team and all the things that you do. So building an incredible organization as well. So, well, guys, I appreciate all of your attendance here, and we've been here for about 30 minutes. So this call and this webinar has officially ended, and I'll stop the recording.